The story begins with a brutal and intense gladiatorial match. Captain Valen Drakes, the last human warrior, finds himself chained and forced into a fight to the death in a massive alien arena. The arena is a place where the strongest beings in the galaxy come to watch helpless prisoners fight for their lives. To the alien overlords, it's just entertainment, a blood sport, and Earth's remaining humans are their latest victims. Valen is thrown into the ring, surrounded by alien beasts and armed with only a basic weapon. The moment the gates open, he's immediately attacked. Alien creatures from various worlds, each more dangerous than the last, rush at him, eager to tear him apart. These creatures are strong, fast, and relentless, and Valen's only chance of survival is to outsmart them using his knowledge of tactics and combat. As the fight begins, Valen's experience as a soldier becomes clear. He moves swiftly, using his surroundings to his advantage. The crowd of aliens roars, cheering for their favorite gladiators, but Valen knows this fight isn't about glory, it's about survival. With every move, he shows the aliens that humans may be small, but they are not weak. As Valen faces one enemy after another, the audience is introduced to his incredible willpower, his unbreakable spirit, and his ability to adapt quickly under pressure. Despite the odds, he holds his ground, taking down alien fighters much stronger than him, all while dodging lethal attacks and using his wits. However, the tension builds as the alien overlords, who control the arena, seem to enjoy watching him suffer. The longer Valen survives, the more they increase the difficulty, throwing even deadlier enemies at him. The audience begins to wonder, how long can a single human keep fighting against impossible odds? Each new wave of attackers seems designed to wear him down, and just when it seems like he will be overwhelmed, he finds a way to turn the tables. The arena itself is a high-tech death trap, equipped with hidden weapons and traps designed to make survival nearly impossible. For example, the ground beneath Valen's feet suddenly shifts, sending him falling into a pit filled with alien reptiles that can tear through armor. The aliens watching cheer, thinking this is the end for Valen. But Valen's survival instincts kick in, and he fights his way out of the pit, using the reptile's aggressive nature to his advantage. This unexpected survival keeps the crowd on edge, unsure of whether he will live or die. In the final moments of this intense fight, Valen faces an alien warlord who is known for crushing his enemies effortlessly. This warlord is stronger, faster, and better equipped, but Valen is not about to give up. As the warlord approaches, Valen appears cornered, with no way out. The alien warlord thinks he has already won, confident in his own strength. However, Valen uses his surroundings, his deep knowledge of the arena, and tricks the warlord into triggering a hidden trap. The trap activates, and the warlord is caught off guard, falling into a deadly pit. Valen, using his quick thinking and tactical genius, narrowly escapes death. Just as the battle ends, the aliens in the crowd are stunned. No one expected this human to survive, let alone defeat such a powerful opponent. Valen, covered in blood and bruises, stands tall, breathing heavily but refusing to show weakness. This shocking victory doesn't just save his life, it sends a clear message: humanity is not as weak as the aliens think. The human spirit can't be broken, no matter how strong the enemy. This victory becomes the spark that will ignite something much bigger, a rebellion against the alien empire. The suspense continues to build as Valen realizes that the aliens might think they have broken humanity, but the opposite is true. Valen, in that moment of survival, has become the symbol of human resistance. The audience is left wondering what will happen next. How can one human warrior fight back against an entire alien empire? How far will he go to save humanity? The hook here isn't just about Valen's victory in the arena, it's about the larger question: if Valen can survive against impossible odds, what's next for humanity? The suspense builds as Valen realizes that the true battle for survival has only just begun. After surviving the brutal arena, Captain Valen Drakes is now a prisoner of the alien overlords, but his mind is set on one thing: survival. Each day, he fights for his life in the alien-controlled settlement, struggling to keep his hope alive. The constant torture and humiliation have hardened him, but Valen has learned that the key to survival is keeping his strength hidden, waiting for the right moment to strike. He has no faith in others, he's been betrayed before, and he believes that humans are completely alone in the galaxy. But everything changes when he stumbles upon a secret meeting. One night, as he's sneaking through the settlement's dark alleys, Valen overhears a group of aliens discussing a plan to free the human race. At first, he thinks he's imagining it, rebels. Who could possibly stand up against the might of the alien empire? He sneaks closer to investigate and soon discovers that this group of rebels is not made up of humans, but mostly aliens who are secretly plotting against their own empire. These rebels are led by an alien who is different from the others. His name is Rylak, a former general in the alien army who became disillusioned with the empire's cruelty. Rylak, along with his followers, believes that humanity deserves freedom and that the only way to defeat the empire is by working together with humans. But there's a problem: they need a warrior, someone with the strength and skill to fight the empire head-on. They need someone like Valen. At first, Valen refuses to join them. He doesn't trust anyone, especially not aliens. He's fought so many battles on his own and believes that joining forces with rebels is a fool's dream. They'll betray me just like the rest, he thinks. But as he watches the settlement, a place where humans are kept in chains and forced to work for the alien overlords, Valen begins to reconsider. The alien-controlled human settlement is a broken place. Families are scattered, and many humans are treated like animals. The people are too scared to fight, and the humans who resist are either crushed or turned into slaves. Seeing this, Valen realizes that if he doesn't act, humanity's future will be lost forever. The rebels try to convince Valen to join their cause, telling him that with his strength and their knowledge of the alien empire, they could turn the tide of the war. They explain that humanity is the key to defeating the empire because the aliens have underestimated humans for far too long. Together, they could bring the empire to its knees, but only if Valen is willing to lead them. In this part of the story, the tension rises as Valen weighs his options. Should he risk his life to join the rebels, or continue to fight on his own? He eventually agrees, realizing that he's no longer just fighting for survival, he's fighting for the future of humanity. The rebels give him a mission: infiltrate an alien base, destroy key systems, and retrieve crucial information that could change the course of the war. The mission is dangerous, but Valen's skill set makes him the perfect candidate. This part of the story is packed with visual storytelling. The audience is taken through stealthy operations, as Valen and a small group of rebels sneak through dark, ruined cities that were once full of life, now reduced to wastelands by the alien overlords. The alien technology used in these cities is a mix of high-tech weaponry and cruel control systems, showing the harsh, dystopian world that humanity is trapped in. There are close-quarters combat scenes, where Valen uses his agility in combat training to fight through alien soldiers. He sneaks into a heavily guarded alien base and uses sabotage tactics to disable their security systems. These moments are filled with suspense, as every wrong move could mean death. Valen's resourcefulness is put to the test as he faces a series of near-death situations, but each time, he manages to outsmart the aliens and destroy vital systems that will weaken their grip on humanity. As Valen completes the mission, the rebels begin to see him as their leader, and his actions inspire them to believe that victory is possible. This part ends with the rebels gaining valuable intelligence that could help them fight back against the alien overlords. Valen realizes that he has found something greater than just survival: he has found hope. Now, the battle for humanity's freedom has truly begun, and the stakes have never been higher. This part keeps the audience engaged with action-packed sequences, rising tension, and Valen's inner struggle. It also lays the foundation for the larger rebellion, showing that even against overwhelming odds, the spark of hope can ignite a fire that can burn down an empire. Valen and the rebels have made great strides in their mission, but the stakes are about to get much higher. After successfully infiltrating an alien base, they discover something far more dangerous than they ever expected: the weapon of mass destruction. This weapon is not just any powerful tool, it's an AI-controlled system designed to track and eliminate all human life across the galaxy. The AI is so advanced that it can monitor human thoughts in real time, predicting actions before they happen, and then deciding who to kill based on those thoughts. It's an intelligence so powerful that it can end humanity in an instant. The weapon is housed deep within a heavily guarded alien base, and Valen knows that it must be destroyed before it can be used. The tension escalates as he and the rebel leader, Rylak, work together to navigate the base and locate the AI system. Every step they take is fraught with danger. The deeper they go into the facility, the more the AI system watches their every move, learning from their actions and adapting to prevent them from succeeding. It's clear that this AI is no ordinary machine, it is alive in its own way, and it is determined to protect itself at all costs. As they get closer to the core of the base, the rebels start to realize just how vulnerable they are. The AI's drones, controlled by the system, begin to target them, and the situation grows more dire. These drones are equipped with the latest alien technology, energy weapons, cloaking devices, and advanced tracking systems. They're nearly impossible to escape from, and no matter where Valen and the rebels go, the drones seem to always be one step behind. The suspense builds to a breaking point as Valen and Rylak are forced to split up in an attempt to confuse the AI. As they run through the corridors of the alien base, they're met with explosive firefights, where they fight back with everything they've got. Valen uses his combat skills to take out drones one by one, but it's clear that they're outnumbered. At every turn, the AI is watching, learning, and adjusting its tactics to ensure that the rebels don't succeed. In one intense sequence, Valen uses a cloaking device, a rare piece of technology, allowing him to blend into his surroundings and escape detection. This moment adds a new layer of strategy to the fight as the rebels use stealth and surprise to disable key systems inside the base. The drones may be fast, but the rebels know that by working together, they can outsmart the AI. The closer they get to the core, the more desperate the situation becomes, and they realize that they have no choice but to risk everything. In another heart-pounding moment, the AI-controlled robots, designed to protect the weapon, are unleashed. These robots are relentless, and Valen and Rylak must use their wits and skill to outmaneuver them. The robots are equipped with devastating weaponry, and each one is a deadly threat. Valen fights with everything he has, using his training to take down the robots in close-quarters combat, but it's not enough to slow them down for long. Just when it seems like they might be caught, the rebels reach the control center of the AI system. Valen faces a difficult choice: destroy the system and risk triggering an explosion that could destroy the entire base, or try to disable the AI without alerting the weapon's defenses. The stakes are incredibly high, and the suspense continues to grow as Valen makes his decision. The ticking clock, the constant pressure of the drones, and the threat of the AI's wrath all come together in this high-stakes moment. In the end, Valen and Rylak manage to reach the heart of the weapon, but the AI is more powerful than they imagined. The system begins to activate, and the countdown to the destruction of humanity begins. The rebels' only hope is to shut it down before it's too late. The tension hits its peak, and the audience is left wondering if Valen and the rebels can succeed or if humanity's fate is sealed. This part keeps the audience on the edge of their seat with fast-paced action, thrilling chases, and the relentless pursuit of an unstoppable AI. The increasing conflict and the constant danger add layers of excitement, as Valen and the rebels fight not only for their lives but for the future of humanity. The stakes have never been higher, and the audience is hooked, eager to see what happens next. The moment the rebels have been waiting for is finally here. The resistance is ready to take the fight directly to the heart of the alien empire. Valen and his team have gathered their forces, and they are about to launch an assault on the central command of the alien overlords, their last stronghold. This final battle will determine the fate of humanity. The odds are stacked against them, but Valen knows that if they don't act now, humanity will be lost forever. As the battle begins, the sky is filled with the thunderous roar of orbital bombardments as human ships launch a full-scale attack on the alien fleet in orbit. Explosions light up the sky as alien ships are torn apart by precise, powerful strikes. On the ground, Valen and his team push forward, using every weapon and trick at their disposal. They fight their way through an army of alien soldiers, but this time, they're not outgunned. The rebels have advanced human technology, including EMP grenades that disable the alien drones and weapons, giving them the upper hand. Cloaking devices help them sneak past enemy lines, allowing Valen and his team to strike quickly and disappear before the aliens can retaliate. The battle is intense, and every corner of the alien base becomes a war zone. Valen leads the charge, his determination and skill pushing him through the chaos. The rebels face wave after wave of alien forces, but with each victory, they get closer to their ultimate goal, the central command center where the true mastermind behind the alien empire, Zargor, awaits. Zargor is the alien overlord who has been manipulating the fate of humanity from the shadows, using his advanced AI technology to control the lives of billions. He is ruthless, cunning, and possesses an intelligence far beyond anything humans have encountered. But despite his power, Zargor is not invincible. The Resistance has a plan to destroy his control over the AI and bring an end to his reign. The final confrontation takes place within the command center, a high-tech fortress protected by layers of security and alien guards. As Valen and his team breach the core, they are met by Zargor himself, who stands at the heart of the AI system, controlling the fate of the galaxy. The moment Valen and Zargor lock eyes, the tension is palpable. This is the moment that will determine everything. In this ultimate confrontation, Valen faces Zargor in a battle of not just strength but also wills. The alien overlord offers Valen a chance to join him, to become a part of his empire and wield the same power that has crushed humanity. Together, Zargor says, we can rule the galaxy, and I can give you everything you've lost. But Valen knows that accepting this offer would mean the end of humanity's freedom. The desire for vengeance burns within him, but he fights to control it. His choice is clear, freedom for humanity, no matter the cost. The fight between Valen and Zargor is a combination of physical combat and AI hacking, with Valen trying to disable the alien overlord's control over the AI system while also battling Zargor in hand-to-hand combat. Zargor's strength and speed make him a formidable opponent, but Valen's determination to protect humanity gives him the edge. As they clash, Valen is forced to confront his deepest emotions, his hatred for the aliens, his grief over the loss of his comrades, and his burning desire for justice. But through it all, Valen remains focused on the ultimate goal, to destroy the alien empire and free humanity. The climax reaches its peak as Valen manages to hack into the AI system, severing Zargor's control and causing the alien overlord's downfall. In one final, explosive moment, the central command is destroyed, and the empire crumbles. The battle is over, and humanity is free. But Valen knows that this victory came at a cost. The war is won, but the scars of the conflict will remain forever. This part of the story is filled with intense action, suspense, and emotional depth. Valen's struggle with vengeance and his ultimate choice to fight for humanity's freedom adds layers to the climax. The battle scenes are visually spectacular, with explosions, high-tech weapons, and close-quarters combat that keep the audience on the edge of their seat. The emotional stakes are high, and the resolution brings a sense of triumph and relief, even as the cost of victory is fully realized. The fight for humanity's future is over, but the true journey has just begun. The final battle is over, but the cost of victory has been higher than Valen could have ever imagined. As the dust settles and the last of the alien overlord's forces are defeated, Valen surveys the aftermath of the war. The human race is free, but it has come at a great cost. Many lives were lost, and the sacrifices made to ensure humanity's survival weigh heavily on Valen's heart. Among the fallen is Bonner, Valen's closest ally and friend. Bonner gave his life in the final moments of the battle, choosing to sacrifice himself to save Valen from certain death. As Valen watches his friend's lifeless body, he feels a deep sense of loss. Bonner was more than just a soldier, he was a brother in arms, a partner who fought alongside Valen through the darkest days of their struggle. The emotional pain of losing him is profound, and Valen is haunted by the thought that he may have failed to save him. In the aftermath of the battle, the human race begins to rebuild. Cities that had once been destroyed by the alien overlords are slowly being restored. People who had lived in fear for so long now look to the future with hope. The skies are no longer filled with the threat of alien ships, and humanity is free to reclaim its place in the galaxy. But the scars of the war remain, both physically and emotionally. Valen stands alone at Bonner's grave, reflecting on everything they had been through together. The war, the pain, and the victories they shared. It was a hard road, filled with loss and sacrifice, but they had made it through. The gravesite is simple, but it is a symbol of all the fallen soldiers, of all the lives that were given for the greater good. Valen's thoughts are heavy as he places a hand on the grave, whispering a silent vow to never forget the sacrifice that was made. The emotional core of this moment is powerful. Valen's inner conflict between his grief and the duty he has to humanity is evident. He is a hero, but he is also human, with deep emotions that he must confront. The weight of the past still lingers, and even though the alien empire has been defeated, Valen knows that the road ahead will not be easy. The victory is bittersweet, and while humanity's future is now in their own hands, the struggle to rebuild and secure their survival is far from over. As Valen looks up at the horizon, he sees the first signs of a new dawn. The sun rises over the liberated world, casting a golden glow over the land. There is a sense of hope in the air, a feeling that something better is coming. The new generation of humans, free from the tyranny of the alien overlords, begin to take their first steps into this new world. They are filled with the promise of a future that was once thought impossible. The story ends on this note of hope, with Valen standing tall in the face of the unknown. He knows that this battle may be over, but the war for humanity's survival is far from finished. There are still many challenges ahead, and new threats may rise in the future. But for now, humanity has its freedom, and that is something worth fighting for. As Valen gazes at the horizon, the audience is left with a sense of anticipation, knowing that this is just the beginning of a new era. The final scene teases the next phase of human resistance, leaving room for future stories and adventures. The journey of Valen and the human race is far from over, and as long as there is hope, they will continue to fight.